Python context for file or none. Python is going to call a subprocess. The user either requested that subprocess's stout is to go to a file, or backhold to os.devnull, or the subprocess's output is to be passed through, in real time. My current best guess as how to do this would seemingly work. Let file_path be valid input for open. Let logging be a boolean indicator, true indicating use file_path for logging or false to pass through to stout. In tinkering, testing this appears to be the right value, which I have assumed work well with subprocess.call. However, and unsurprisingly I get the following exception. So none is not a context, it has no __exit__. Goals. Not open a file at all if the user does not want logging. Use contexts, as provided by the stdlib preference. I can't imagine doing the file open close operations manually being any cleaner. Not need a try catch preference to avoid further nesting. Only have a single call to subprocesses.call, non-duplicated line. So, how could this behavior be achieved? Or what would you suggest doing instead alternatively?
You could create a no-op context manager. When logging is true, the conditional expression returns a file object. When logging is false, it returns a no-op context manager, so it can be used in the with statement, which sets shell_stout to none but doesn't do anything special upon exit. Per the docs, when stout equals none, no redirection will occur, the child's file handles will be inherited from the parent. Usually the parent's stout would equal sys.stout. However, it is possible to redirect sys.stout somewhere else, either explicitly, e.g. sys.stout equals open, /tmp/stout, wb, or indirectly, such as by using module that redirects sys.stout. The file input module from the standard library redirects sys.stout, for example. In such cases no-op might be useful for directing stout to the parent stout, which may be different than sys.stout. If this corner case does not affect you, then Porritt-Cunningham's solution is simpler.
Either set shell_stout to stout or a file object based on logging being true or false. There is no need to overcomplicate it. You only have one condition or the other if logging will either be true or false. There is nothing wrong with opening a file not using with. There are times when using with does not fit. To do what you wanted in your question, you can do the following. You don't need anything bar sys.stout. The file will only be created if logging is true.
As of Python 3.3, you can define a no-op context manager using context_lib.exit stack.
If you want to